What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is. But if you don't, it's Kavare Valentine and you'd have tuned in to the block market. This is Hood Money Investing. Right now, I'm checking out Dogecoin because there's a lot of people out there that's excited, hype for Doge, especially after Elon Musk. And, you got the Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban, talking about it, and, a few celebrities here and there. So, it's been making a few runs. We've reached 45 cents. And right now we're trying to see if Doge can reach, that 60 cent mark maybe. I'm thinking about 50 cent, but I think when it get anywhere close to 50 cent, people going to drop it like it's hot, start selling, wait for the dip, buy back, and, try to flip those chips again. So at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and, keep my eye on Doge. The same thing happened on Saturday around, 8, 9 at night, somewhere around there in the late evening up into, around, like I said, around 9, but then it started dropping back down. So I'm thinking, with the run with Ethereum right now, we don't know what could possibly happen with Doge. I mean, Bitcoin has been hovering around the same price. I mean, even though it did jump up from, that 49,000 mark. And, right now, all eyes are on Ethereum. Ethereum is actually, moving more, than Bitcoin. It has moved more than Bitcoin this year. I'm still, new to this crypto thing, man, but I'm loving it at the moment. I've taken some time to invest in a few different cryptos. So, at the moment, this is one of my portfolios, one of my Coinbase portfolios. And at the moment, yeah, that's the runner. Doge and Ethereum. We're getting, Doge is dying down a little bit, but I think people are just taking profits, which they should. Me personally, I've been kind of scalping, bit by bit as it's going up, just in case we get that large pullback, maybe down about 30-something cent. 30 cent, because that's where it kind of stayed around that 30 cent mark. We went down to I think 19 cent, 20 cent about a week and a half ago. But ever since then, it's been a little bit above that 29 cent mark, 30 cent mark, 33 cent, 34. Then it'll come back down. Then, probably like I said, Saturday, that's when we had that shot back up over 40 cent. So, and I noticed, man, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you beginners as well notice this, because this is about all those beginner investors and traders out there trying to scoop it up like Haagen-Dazs. I'm pretty sure you've noticed that when crypto is moving, AMC and GameStop are actually plummeting, like SOS, GameStop, NNDM, and a few other stocks. So, that's another thing that you guys have to pay attention to. So you can clearly see that it's some issue, with the SEC. We know this, we don't have to do, it's good to do your deep diving. Don't get it twisted. You got to get in there deep, like an enema if you got to, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, it's just the technicals can be not sometimes, all the time. The technicals can be manipulated. So like I said, I go with psychology, I go with common sense, and I deal with the people, and how it's looking, based on my research, my that little bit of research, that small amount of info, and my belief in the company, right? And then this is another thing I do, because first of all, I'm not going to buy a stock that I'm not, I don't believe in, first of all, okay? I never jumped in any of my plays because I was just expecting some run up and get rich. Everything that I purchased is because I could see what the potential was behind that company. You see what I'm saying? Let me say this as well. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru. So remember, get some professional help when you decide to jump on the block market. You know what I mean? But let me finish without rambling. You know, when I deal with the psychology, it's based on people and their greed, their fear, you know, and their excitement. You know, I'm starting to understand, you know, that a lot more because that can drive a price up or down. And, you know, when you have greedy people, it can drive a price up, and it can also bring a price down because they could sell, you know, even though that company could have more potential in the future. That's why people can lose out on companies. I've done it myself. I've lost tons of money, you know, selling too early, you know, but it wasn't because of greed. It was just because I didn't do more due diligence in those companies, because most of the money that I make, I put directly back into the stock market. You see what I'm saying? So this is the reason why, you know, I wanted to, you know, further explain that. You know, I go off of that, the psychology, and then common sense, because, you know, I understand what the use cases for that particular company is used for. You know, I'll look into what's going on, you know, around the company, who could possibly be interested. You can look at companies like or you know, like Kathy Woods, or you know, they might buy into companies, and you know, you could further it, do some further checking, you know, and just, you know, just do your little research, man, do your little homework. Everybody can. This is another thing that I'm learning about stocks. There are so many different ways to trade. You know, it's not 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways to trade. I've heard there's hundreds of ways, you know, to look at stocks. I mean, about 100 different ways. You know what I mean? So you could devise and implement your own little strategy. You do not have to do things like someone else. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing that I'm learning, as well as, you know, trying to learn some of the technicals and the data, you know. But at the moment, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Dogecoin is making a little run, you know what I mean? Pumps to the rumps, you know what I mean? It's out there acting like it want to drop it down and give me 50, you know what I mean? Give me 50, drop it, give me 50. Drop it, give me 50. Doge trying to give it, drop it, give me 50. You know what I mean? Let's see if it can pump up to that 50 cent, man. If it pump up to that 50 cent, we're going to be looking real good, as you can see. You know, right now we up 600%, little 650%. It was over 1,000, but I decided to take a little bit of cheese, you know what I mean? And just wait, man, because if it goes up over that, about 46, if it gets to 46 cents, 47 cents, man, I'm trying to take another 1,000. You know, because then if it drops anything lower than 30 cents, nice buyback on that dip, and hopefully we can get another jump. Because at the moment, I'm thinking they're giving people an opportunity to make some money, man. That's why we keep getting these huge rips and these dips. You know, it's an opportunity to get people, you know, people can double up. I'm not saying they're giving it to us, but, you know, they're doing it. So it's giving you an opportunity to do it if you check it out, you know, if you see it. So, you know, I'm thinking about putting some more cheese into Ethereum. I'm actually smacking myself because I had 4 ETH, but I sold 3 like a damn fool. And now look, ETH went over what? It was at what? 30, it's at, look, 3,300. Look at this. Looking like a damn fool. But it's okay, man. You live and you learn, man. That's the reason why I'm doing this, to show you beginner investors and traders. You just got to jump out there. You know, I learn a lot better, you know, getting pushed out there. You know, I'm a lot, I work better under pressure. I work better with some fire underneath of me, you know, so that's the reason why I just said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try it. And like I said, it's the best thing that I decided to do, you know. So we see that the market right now is on fire, you know what I mean? It's bleeding real bad. It looked like we need to go ahead and get it into surgery, but it looked like it's a real correction taking place. And before you know it, man, we're going to get a explosion that we haven't seen. And I'm not talking about every stock, you know, but I can see that it's going to be a lot better than people think. And that's just my opinion. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, you know what I mean? So this is just an investor's point of view from what I've seen so far, learning about the stock market, you know. So So that's all I wanted to talk about is Doge, and Ethereum, and even Ethereum Classic has jumped. I caught that a little bit, last about 2 weeks ago when I happened to see it jump. But crypto right now is booming. I mean, crypto market it's probably going to outpace the stock market. I mean, because you're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars. I talk about this all the time, even though I'm not as advanced as some of these people that talk about blockchain and all that. I understand it, and I tell my friends all the time and people that will listen, even though they don't decide to jump in. It's like, yo, you're about to see people with like, Game Boy money, arcade money, video game money. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that you're about to start seeing out here, like 14-year-old billionaires because of crypto and NFTs and, things like that. So it's just about to be crazy out here, man. And they're giving people an opportunity, even though people don't know it, because they're, allowing, this to happen so they can cause inflation, so that they can do a bunch of things, but if you are educated to some degree and have some information and know a little bit, you would know to put all that, fiat that they pumping in to the economy, with the stimulus and all that, you would put it back into some investments, but, a lot of people don't know. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, once I learned about investing years ago and I really got into it, I was kind of, dumbfounded, and I couldn't believe like this. They don't teach this in school, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So, that's all I wanted to say, man. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to do this, man. This is for beginners. This isn't for, super advanced. I mean, this is, my way of trying to give beginners and people that haven't jumped in some, faith, maybe, just a little hope, that it may not go the way that they think, and they might actually capitalize, because financial freedom and, to have financial literacy and education and, and financial, endeavors and business and investing is definitely what we need, so, that's pretty much it. And, we're going to see where Doge go, man. When I invested in Doge almost 3 years ago, I never expected to do what it's doing now, but we can capitalize off of it while it's hot. People talking about it's going to pop. It's this, it's that. I mean, hey, man, at the moment it's making people money, and the only thing you can do is get it while it's good and get out, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get in and out like a robber, you know what I mean, on this one, because we just don't know, even though it doesn't, people say Bitcoin don't have any use cases. It's like, I mean, we know what people use it for. They say, it's more of the people keeping Bitcoin up, and it's no different with Doge. But, with all these celebrities that are shouting out Doge and, backing Doge. And now you have Mark Cuban, and they're talking about using it for video games and stuff like that. It's no telling where Doge can go. It started out as a joke. I mean, they're using the same Bitcoin source code, different, from what I've seen and heard, so it's just like, but now, with the backing behind it, and it could be used for a pump and dump. I mean, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were saying the same thing about SOS, that it was a fraud, until now, when you look into SOS, they're about to mine, try to mine Ethereum from what I've seen. And, they're already, trying to, what else is, oh, damn, man, they mine something else. I don't think it's Bitcoin, a little bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum, a little bit of, they're about to do Ethereum. I think Litecoin, if I'm not mistaken. SOS, they buying Litecoin, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, SOS is even being held down. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, I'm a beginner, man. But I do absorb and I am listening. And I do understand this. And, you know, crypto is going to be booming, man. You know, but other than that, that's all I wanted to talk about. Crypto is holding AMC, GME, and other stocks, you know, on the market from going up. Then they'll go down when crypto is going up. And when crypto is going down, they'll kind of go up, which is weird. It's crazy. But that's how we can see, you know, that the market is being manipulated. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. So, you know, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. I like said again, man, I appreciate everybody that tunes in, everybody that hit the like button, everybody that leave a comment. You know what I mean? We only got 80 over here, but that's good. You know what I mean? Because I didn't expect to have one. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep on bringing this beginners content. We're going to keep on showing y'all one of these portfolios. And whatever happens, we're going to see at the end of the year, man, if we can pass that 100K mark in here again, you know. And we're going to keep it moving, man. So that's all I wanted to talk about, man. This is the block market. It's Kavai Ray Valentine. Check me out on Instagram, Kavai_Ray Valentine. Beginner, investor, and trader, making moves, sharing the wealth. You know what I mean? We're going to keep on Haagen-Dazs scooping it, getting this money.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put you on the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.